Hi, I'm Jamie Lenz.
And I'm Jessica Tucker.
We are doing a teaching plan on alcoholism. We chose to teach Josh, a friend of mine, at the Marathon County dorms because he has an experience relevant to this topic and he's agreed to talk with us about it. Thank you for agreeing to talk to us. As you know, we're focusing on alcoholism and its effects on a family. What is your definition of alcoholism?
I would say it's a reliance on alcohol that wouldn't be leisurely anymore.
Okay. Now, I'm aware that you have some sort of experience with this. Would you mind sharing with us about it?
Absolutely. As a child, I remember my father coming home from the bars being highly intoxicated and would get in arguments with my mom. And then fast forward a couple of years when he stopped drinking for a little while to about 14 to 15 years old, and then he picked back up where he left off, and it ended with the last time me talking to him when he was highly intoxicated and basically wanted to fight with me and told me that I should go kill myself. So that's about it.
And that was the last time you talked to him?
Yep.
That must have been really difficult for you. Thank you for sharing. Your story actually really ties into what we want to present today. That alcohol use not only affects the person drinking, but the whole family. So we first just want to show you a quick video on how substance abuse affects the family.
One of the biggest misconceptions about substance abuse is that someone will say that they're only hurting themselves, when this is completely wrong. Substance abuse hurts the people the closest to them because, number one, it dominates their thoughts and actions. And it does this by simply taking control of their behavior. Number two, it occupies their time, money, and attention. An example of this would be spending the house payment or the car payment or the rent on drugs instead of the family, or even taking groceries off the table by spending their paycheck before they go out and provide for their family. And number three, it deteriorates their values and behavior. People's moral compasses will change regarding the drugs that they use or the situations they're in. Stealing or cheating or using people or manipulating people will no longer become a factor in their way of thinking. All of these changes directly affect the whole family.
Okay, Josh, so I'm going to just run through a PowerPoint here about what alcoholism is, the disease of it, and some things that could help you within your life, okay? So alcoholism is a disease. It's an addiction to alcohol. It causes a range of consequences to themselves and the people around them. It's chronic and progressive. The desire to drink is so strong that the mind finds many ways to rationalize drinking, even when there are consequences such as hurting loved ones. In many cases, alcoholism requires professional help. It is not anyone's fault. Children especially need to understand that they should not blame themselves. 1 in 5 adult Americans have lived with an alcoholic relative while growing up. And these are some conflicting emotions you might have felt as you have been dealing with this situation. Guilt, anxiety, embarrassment, relationship troubles, confusion, anger, and depression. And common feelings you may experience growing up with a parent guardian suffering from alcohol abuse. And you are not responsible. Here are some helpful sayings to remember that this is not your fault. I didn't cause it. I can't hear it. I can't control it. And I can help take care of myself by communicating my feelings and making healthy choices. The person that has the problem needs to go through a variety of behavioral stages, whether you can help them or not. Either way, your support is going to be needed. So the first stage is the pre-contemplation stage. The person denies having a problem. Second stage is the contemplation stage, where the person acknowledges having a problem and actively gathers information to plan for a change. Preparation stage is when the person undertakes cognitive and behavioral activities to prepare for change and finalizes the plan. The action stage is when the person actively implements strategies to interrupt previous patterns and acquire new ones. The maintenance stage is when the person integrates newly adapted patterns into their lifestyle until they no longer experience a temptation. The termination stage is when their ultimate goal or the person has confidence that the problem is no longer a threat. So what can you do, Josh? As a family, you could discuss current goals and provide support. You can give positive feedback to your dad. Participate in a self-help group with relevant issues related to alcoholism. You can sit down as a family to express individual feelings. Ways to find help, and you're not alone. If this is left untreated, alcohol abuse can be a one-way ticket to destruction. You could advise your dad to contact a local therapist to set up a family therapy session. You can also have him contact the American Addiction Center for more information in your area on self-help programs. So regrettably, no family is born with the knowledge of how to deal effectively with alcohol addiction. It is a skill that must be learned and practiced daily, just like riding your bike. Sometimes you fall down and you still got to get back up. So this concludes our teaching plan on alcoholism. Thanks, Josh, for your time.